Hey, 13 teams, one journey. My name is Audrey, and I'm a Sky fan. I love the Sky because I waited a long time for Chicago to get a team. Over a decade ago, when the league first started, I was like, how do you not have a team in the greatest city in the world? It took, 10 years for Chicago to get a team, I had to go out to Indianapolis to see a game. I had to go out to Washington, D.C. to see games. So I finally have a team here, right down the road from me, and I couldn't be happier. My favorite Chicago Sky players, that's easy. My favorite player in the entire league, number 4, Candace Dupree. The best Candace in the league, by far. I also love Gia Perkins. I think she's fantastic. From kind of being a backup that first year to being like super sixth man in 2007 to really kind of being our best player last year. Gia Perkins means the world to this team. I think a lot of times she doesn't get a lot of credit. I think there's a lot more talk about, obviously, Candace and then Sylvia, and, AP gets a lot of attention, but, Gia Perkins might very well been our MVP last year. I like Big Sil. I like, AP. I like Dominique Canty. I like Kiana Chaney. I like the whole team. They're all great. Because I'm a really big fan of the team. Like I get frustrated really easily. Like, oh my God, did we draft Christy Tolliver over Renee Montgomery? Really? It's been weeks and I'm still trying to deal with that. But I only get all frustrated and because I love the team. I'm not actually the fair weather fan or whatever. I have really high hopes for us here in 2009. I don't know if I'm that confident that we're going to be that good. I think I thought we were going to be really good last year, and we kind of dropped the ball on that. We kind of underachieved last year. You can blame injuries or whatever you want, but I'm kind of setting my expectations kind of low this year. I thought we kind of messed up the draft. I guess I'm still dealing with that one. I'm not handling that well. Christy Tolliver, really? My favorite Sky moments? I would say for me, basketball-wise, that I saw for the Sky, that one game, I think it was against Sacramento. It was in Sacramento, so we didn't get to actually see the game. I think I listened to it on the radio, where Gia had I think 39 points. It just had a monster game. That was a great moment. The game against Phoenix at home in 2007. That was a great moment. We lost. We lost, but it was still a great moment because it was a great game, and basically, Diana Taurasi hit a crazy circus shot at the buzzer to beat us, and what can you do, Taurasi? I think the LA game this year, because I had never seen the pavilion that packed. There were so many people there, and I think a lot of them were there to see Candace Parker, hometown hero, whatever. But most of them were cheering for the Sky, and I just never seen her, the pavilion, the UIC pavilion, that packed, and that loud, and just like that rowdy, without the waving free T-shirts in front of you, being like scream. Everyone was just really excited for that game. It was really cool. You know, we lost that one too. But, Hey, can't win them all. My favorite, off-court moments, getting to, meet this guy. I know the first Sky player that I ever met was, I think, the Sky's first open practice during their inaugural season, and I met Ashley Robinson, who actually was only on the team for like 2 weeks or something. So, but she was the first Sky player that I met. I got my picture taken with her. She was super nice. I think my greatest moment was the day when I actually met Candace Dupree. I got um, my picture taken with her. That was fantastic. I also met Minty Price and Stephanie Raymond that day. Stephanie Raymond, NIU, represent. But that was probably one of the greatest days ever for me, because I've been a basketball fan for a long time, and you don't, people that you consider to be like the coolest people in the world, professional basketball players, your favorite players on you don't get to meet them. I've known, I grew up, Michael Jordan fan my entire life. I never met Michael Jordan. I love, AI. I never met AI, and yet here it is. I get to meet, Candace Dupree. I get to meet Minty Price. This is this is awesome. This is so cool. Most people don't get to do that. Worst moments as a Sky fan, draft day 2009. What? Christy Tolliver, really? No, but seriously, I think being the first team to lose to the Dream last year was kind of a low. Yeah, no, I mean, you kind of expect, growing pains, with an expansion team. I wish more people knew like what great basketball was, and we could average, 7,000 fans instead of 3 or 4 or whatever it is. Like, city of 3 million people. How come only 3,000 people come out to a game? That's crazy. People don't know what they're missing. The Sky this year, you know what? I want them to make the playoffs. I want to be proven wrong. I want Tolliver to actually be a good choice, but I don't know about that one. I want Candace and Gia to be all stars this year. That would be fantastic. What other teams and players do I like in the league? My favorite player that's not on this guy is Tamika Catchings. She went to my high school, Stevenson High School, representing. Um, yeah, so I've always loved Tamika Catchings. Lindsay Whalen. I think she's I think she's by far the best point guard in the league. I like Phoenix. I think they're exciting. Cappy, local, representing for Chicago. Tarasi's just awesome. Um, I think Minnesota will be really interesting this year. I thought they were really fun to watch last year. They're going to be even more fun to watch this year. I think Atlanta's a team on the rise. I'm looking forward to seeing them. Um, and the Mystics, they should be interesting. They got Coleman in the draft, so they should be fun to watch. Doing this for 13 teams, one journey, showing some love for my Chicago Sky. Can't wait for the season. Go Sky.